welcome back to another episode. Welcome back to episode 1, part 2. That's why yesterday I thought, like, if you chop a tree in the forest, and I couldn't chop it because it takes a couple more chops, but if you come up to this tree to the very top left here, and you chop this tree stump right here, there should be a power berry behind it. And we're going to take that now. And then if we go in here, we can rest up. And obviously, I've done a few things off recording because that would have took way longer than normal. And basically, you can, when it's the nighttime, the time doesn't move to the next day in this game. So basically, you could do everything at night, and you only have to sit in there and eat these wild berries in order to continue doing stuff. So we're gonna grab all these trees. Now, I don't remember how many logs you need to do upgrades, so I'll probably just get like a max, get it up to max. And you do have to make like a fence inside your area. The only thing I couldn't do was chop the small ones. I don't know if you have to keep hitting it to do the small ones, so it doesn't look like you can chop the small one, which is weird why you can't, but it's whatever. And I don't think the stumps respawn, so that's the only bad part about this. I think we'll see right now if they respawn, because they should be there now. All the berries come back as soon as you go in and out of the screen. Okay, yeah, they are there. Okay, so we do need lots of stumps, so we'll keep doing these stumps around, and then I'll show you what I've done off screen after we get enough wood. Should need to do like maybe 4 or 5 trips of this. So as long as you come in here for a few seconds and then jump back out, you should be good. So right after I'm done doing this trip, I'll probably go down and show you what I've done on the thing, and we're gonna buy like 53 bags of seeds of potatoes in order to make a lot of cash early. Obviously, we're not going to be able to buy all 53 right away, but I made lots of room to do that. We'll see how much we got from doing 2 trips of logs, and then there's some logs here that we need to clear out, and I'll just go over like what I've done here so far. I've put my barriers all the way along up here, and we're going to be running it all the way along the top here where all these rocks are. So I cleared out like most of the rocks and I just put them up top for now so that it's kind of blocking the top part off with the rocks. I'm not sure if that actually works, but I need to fill in all of the spots where I have rocks. And as you can see, I put places to plant and stuff. And then we got like a fence there. So we need lots of fences. And I pretty much cleared almost everything out, and you just need to chop the rest of this wood that's in the way. And we didn't block down here, so I need to... Wait, I thought I did block down here. I'm missing some from down there for some reason. It doesn't really matter if I don't block down there, because I have it all blocked off here anyway, so it doesn't really matter. There's lots of trees in the way in a certain spot, so we're gonna go chop those ones out of the way. Like, that one's fine. Those 2 are fine. That one needs to stay there. That one should stay there too. I think there's one like over here that needs to be removed. Yeah, this one right here. I need to get this one out of the way. We'll just throw that there for now. Those are fine. We'll just leave those there. And then we'll check our log count. 114 pieces of log. Okay. I could remove this one. And then what we'll do is we'll just put the fence line in up here. These rocks over here. Now, I'm not sure if stuff can get in through the top there. So what I'll do is I will just run rocks all the way along it so that anything that kind of tries to blow through won't blow through. It should be good. That stump is not in the way. That one's fine. This one's in the way. So yeah, I'll just get rid of all the ones that are in the way for now, and then we'll do the rest the next time. But yeah, we need to get up the barrier along the whole outer edge, and then I should be able to put smaller barriers in where I want to do plants and stuff. But the rocks, I have no idea if I can hit the rocks and get material for it or not, so I've just been keeping them there for now, and hopefully it doesn't mess with anything, because I don't think it does. I think it actually helps block stuff, because I don't really remember using too many wooden fences back when I was playing this. You can also get golden fences too, I think. Or unless that's in the other game, the next one. It might be in not Harvest Moon 2 or 3, but it's in the other versions where you can turn your logs into golden logs at some point. So yeah, so we're gonna buy lots of seeds, and then after that, that's gonna take a while to water it too. Pretty much this whole episode's just gonna be planting the seeds, harvesting everything, and when you get a horse, it's actually faster to harvest because you harvest and then jump on the horse and then ride over to the thing and then deposit it. So, and I do remember doing that a long time ago. It was the fastest way to harvest. So like, you want to get a horse on the next season of the game, or or whenever you can. I think it gets given to you though. Someone gives it to you after you buy like the chicken and the cow and stuff. So I think the first thing we're gonna actually do is buy the cow, but I'm not too sure. We're gonna have enough to buy chicken and cow, so it doesn't even matter. So yeah, make sure when you plant, you don't plant like I did, have one that's left. You always want to make sure you're planting with one missing here wherever you can't do it, you know what I mean? So get rid of this log now. So that's done. I could probably get these two just while I'm at it. We'll come and put some fences there. So the only problem about doing the fences is it's very time consuming, so that's why I was kind of doing most of it off screen, because it is definitely time consuming to do the fences. So what we'll do is we'll probably just connect this fence here, and then we'll just do something like, and we'll go ahead and just throw all these here. And then what we'll do is we'll just swap it with the rocks later. We'll just get rid of all the rocks and then kind of, well, I'll keep some of them just for like certain areas, but we really don't need the rocks once we have enough wood for this. So what I'll do is I'll just block this off now, and then it should be fine. So that should be good there. And then what I'll do is I'll run down here and throw rocks at the very bottom so that they're not in the way. So apparently I didn't have enough room for all the rocks, even though I cleared out mostly everything. So I guess I have lots up here that I can transfer up. And you always can put like a little stepping stone in between certain areas so that you don't have to run around. So pretty much I could plant anywhere right now in this spot without having to worry about stuff getting through, I think, because I'm blocking the outer edges, rocks. If stuff still gets through it, I don't know, it shouldn't, so I'm blocking it off with the rocks. Because you can't put anything here on the very edge. You can only put it where I'm putting the rocks. And then what I can do is I can just save the wood for where I'm doing crops. So like right here, the wood, I would just put the wood around all the crops so that if a storm goes through, nothing will get damaged inside the fenced area. But this should, because I think rocks do get blown around, so anything inside the fence area won't get damaged if I do it that way, which I might. For the next one, I'll probably make like an area where it's just encased in the fences for the next season. Also, if you mess up on one of those like things where you're doing using the tool to like dig your dirt, you can use a fence to pretty much get rid of where you didn't want to put a thing. So like here, I'm not going to be able to water this one right here. So I'm probably just going to get rid of this spot. Now that I've just noticed that I can't water this one, I'll have to move it up one. So what I can do, I'll move it up one, and then I'll get rid of this spot here, and then that should be good, because I can easily just move the fences to water it. So it doesn't really matter. We'll do that later. We'll be able to do that in the next part. Not the next part, but like the next day of the game. I gotta run so many more of these down here. It's funny how someone signed it with their like initial. They signed it with a J. There's also different, like, it seems like they may have signed it with something else too, because you can see where there's like little brackets and stuff all over the place. That could just be a J as well. Okay, so we need 2 more rocks and then we're done with this part. I don't even know if I have 2 more rocks. I'm pretty sure I cleared out every single rock and just threw it on the sides. That's gonna take way too much energy to hit all these rocks at this, like, that's exactly why I cleared it all. I guess we can use some of the rocks that we have here. So we have 2 rocks here, and we'll just throw a fence there. Wherever I just removed 2 rocks from, I'll just throw a fence. Then we'll just fill that one spot in with a fence, and then when we start removing the rocks, we'll just the logs in place. Hopefully nothing can get over this rock. That's why I have it there. And the corners, I hope the corners are secure as well, because if the corners aren't secure, then it'll be weird. Okay, there we go. Now I can buy the seeds that I need, because I'm going to be able to buy lots. And I did a couple runs of the berries to the box, but probably not enough, but I definitely need to do way more than what I did. And I think we're going to go to the next day and then buy our seeds. And what we'll do is, what we'll do with this rock is we'll just bring it on over here and throw it in between here for now. I actually like to jump through here, so I'm just going to leave those 2 fences there where they are, and then put this somewhere else. We'll just put it over, we'll just throw it over here where I had all my other rocks piled up. Yeah, that should be good. Hopefully nothing gets destroyed here. And then we've got our spot here where we're gonna run fences along here. We'll just pick a section where we're just gonna run fences straight across. So it's probably gonna be either here. Yeah, it's either gonna be here or down a little bit more after I clear the rest of this out, you know what I mean? Because I gotta clear all of these trees out, and then I have to get the hammer upgrade to clear out these big rocks, so it's gonna take a while to do that. And I think the dirt things do disappear after a while, but the reason why I did it now is because you can't do more than like 4 or 5 at a time, because you gotta go back to you gotta eat berries and then go back to the other thing to replenish your stuff, so it's very time consuming. So what I need to do now is I need to grab the hammer. The reason why I thought that the chicken was not there is because I was kind of remembering the fact that you have to destroy it to get a power berry. You destroy it to get the power berry. So yeah, we're gonna go destroy this to get the power berry, and the best time to do it is at night because when you go in and out, it's sitting here, right? So if you look at it, it's sitting here. We gotta go up here first to keep destroying that until I get the heart from it. And you can just keep going in and out to do it. So it's not like you have to like wait. Really, you're supposed to destroy it over like a whole bunch of different days. But I think you can just do it all at once. It takes a couple tries to do it. I may even just collect the wood off screen as well because the wood's gonna take a while to do too. But maybe the wood that I'm gonna collect inside the area is gonna be enough wood. So we'll do that and we'll get the house upgrades. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna go over here and then we're gonna head back in. We're gonna destroy this, then we're gonna go back in again here, and if I go back it should be there again. So we just keep doing this until we get the power berry. Okay, it was second try. Okay, so it must always be second try then. Anyway, you can only get that once, so it doesn't really matter that I did it now. And now I should be able to go chop some of these trees just because that one's in the way. We'll get it out of the way. So we'll do this until we faint, and then we will go to the next day. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next day then. We'll just check the count of wood that we have. I don't know how much cash I have on hand on the game. I don't know if there's a spot you can check to see that. Once you take a wood out, you can't put it back in, which is kind of stupid. So I'm gonna have to throw this somewhere now. We'll just throw it up here just in case we need to remove any spots. Okay, so I should have 150. Okay, so I should be able to chop this grass to make feed very soon. It takes 9 days to grow the grass. So what day is it now? 14? Should almost be ready. And what we'll do is we'll just do that again. Check this. Okay, we'll just go to the next day now. So we'll just buy all the potatoes. Okay, so if we catch a fish here, we should be able to throw it back. So as long as we go over here and we throw it back on this side, we should get a heart. So we just gotta keep doing that guy's minigame, and I think he gives us a fishing rod later. And we need to go give the flour to the person that we are going to be... Even though this isn't a good flour, I don't know if this will work. We'll see what happens. So that's just the person inside the market square. So they work down here at the bar. So what we'll do is we'll grab another one and go down there to give them that too as well. So what we'll do is when it gets late, it should be dark now, so they should go in to the bar, and then we need to give them this other flower. Obviously, so I should be able to give them this one now. I think you can give them 2 things a day if they're in a different area. So I'm pretty sure the bar area was down here. So it's the building that's closed, but it's open during the day. So we can give her this. So if we go in here, we'll be able to see the diary, which is over here. So we already got 1 heart. That's good. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be back with more tomorrow.